Just trying to get this thing to start recording, and there we go. Alright, so, welcome back everyone to session 116 of Into the Wildlands. I'm your DM for this evening, Miser Mark, and last we left off our party, the Fading Hearts. They had intercepted fate as, well, the trifusion of the two shrouds and Tyrannin's blue dragon half, as we will call it, were fending off the Black Slot from trying to do something to said eggs and the fountain of raw primordial energy. They managed to defeat it, and Shub decided to go on a hard candy snacking on. Along with it, Adaria discovered a new power, which she somehow fumbled or maybe intuitively guessed it correctly. The final part of it, though, which was our biggest eye-opener, or maybe not, depending on how long you followed and handled conspiracy theories, Syndra requested parts of her other cells from various realities from the Undeath Shroud, and she was given a glimpse of what her other selves were doing, and a certain influencer in her own fate, as well as the fates of the others, hiding behind the clearly egomaniac and powerful Archmagus Ed. So, Syndra, as you recite particular words in your own mind, or rather, you say it out loud, what is going on with your mind now as you come to realize that you're not holding the very familiar mass, but just holding empty air?
Well, it probably takes her a few moments to calm down, because that is kind of a shock, but at the same time, she kind of had a guess about things. Mostly she's also looking at Ari to make sure she's not going to get stabbed.
I will say this as DM, unfortunately, our player behind Arizel will not be available today, but she'll be back hopefully next week. Next game session. So, as much as I don't like to roll for other people, I will just do this one time. At the moment, Arizel seems to have a neutral stance. Neutral expression. You as Syndra would know that she's indeed contemplating thought. Perhaps she already had an idea, perhaps not. But that will be a discussion you two will have at another time.
We all heard that, right?
Everyone that was within 15 to 20 feet of Syndra. Sadly, unfortunately, I believe a Shub and Tyrannin did not hear that.
Got a little focused.
Yeah, your blue half kind of just flew off.
Syndra, do you care to explain what the fuck that voice was?
Well, other than I'm pretty sure I figured that one out already, everybody's going to have to get real cool real quick.
What? You're going to have to explain.
So, in an alternate dimension, apparently, I became Red Fox because the mask is what carries the power and not the idiot behind it.
You would put that stupid mask on. But let me get this straight. A variation of you From what we know, from what Ari and Rowan had experienced, a variation of you is the whole reason why any of this fucking exists. The reason
If
why
I told you that I was pretty sure that was the case anyway, whether it was Red Fox or not, would you believe me?
Probably. I do find it now a bit ironic, considering that you often said the only way to win is not play the game, yet another version of you did and kinda just won.
Well, that means technically our enemy is Red Fox, not necessarily Ed so much anymore.
I think it's a bit of column A and column B.
Not just...
The Undeath Shroud looks at you, Syndra. Very impassive glare. And when saying glare, it's basically hard to decide if the dragon is upset, happy, or just downright wants to murder you. But it's still staring right at you. You glimpse a bit of the truth. But would you want to see the last bit of it?
Oh, come on! Of course I do.
There's a pause as the head now turns and looks at the others. Unfortunately, the rest of you will have to share this burden.
Wouldn't be the first time we're carrying each other's own weight.
Fuck you, Syndra. Fuck you, Tiergan.
You go get the rock liquor.
Shub.
Yes?
Hey, Shell, those
Happy
rocks
to
are
meet you over
tasty.
here.
We're about to experience a shared dream. Get ready to die.
Okay.
And I mean that in the nicest way possible, because I think death is probably a better option.
I always almost die in my dreams.
This time you
Don't
might
even
actually do die. As the shroud becomes smaller as it pulls out, or rather gathers, what looks to be like a black diamond.
Why does he have a piece of coal?
The worst part about it, since Syndra and Tyrion are most closest to looking at it, it's the shape of something like a diamond, or at least a cut diamond. The problem with it, there's no light bouncing off of it to reflect any light, and it looks like a black object just sticking out very disturbingly in the middle of the air, because it is also drawing light into it.
Wait, are you telling me the reason the adventure we're about to go on was because Cinder was a naughty girl for Christmas?
That thing ain't right.
Either way, that thing looks like, if I had to guess, Weiser, could I roll a history to see if it's astral influenced?
You may certainly do so.
I have an idea what it might be, and I'm kind of afraid if it is. History. Would I have advantage or no?
Just normal.
Okay. 26.
So, you're at least certain that it is not Far Realm origin. It has
My
influence.
thing wasn't more... Oh, sorry. My thought process, just above table, was, is this like a pocket black hole, but like condensed?
No, it is not.
Okay. Well, that's one worry. Sorry, so you can continue. Sorry about that.
What I was going to say is, It is very similar to when you guys were fighting the Black Slot. A piece of entropy.
Ew. Just literal entropy. Great.
Do I feel any weird shit from that, Miser?
In your current present state, no.
Okay.
It does look like it could be a tasty meal if you want to try and eat it.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
No.
That rock's for Syndra. She has to eat it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you all have to consume a piece of it.
Fucking
Ooh.
what?
Fuck her.
Except for you, as he looks at Arizal. And
Why
you're...
is she special?
Give me the rock. Give me the rock.
I don't eat
No,
the fucking
pass me
rock.
the
Did you really just say that in front of her?
In the sense of why the fuck are we all eating fucking essentially slod poop?
When she stops staring at Syndra like that, I'm going to tell her.
Shroud's eyes just narrow at your bickering.
Let's get this over with.
Fine.
As a forewarning, this was one of the reasons why the Black Sod wanted to attack here.
We have a fifth warning just in case.
You'll find out soon enough, as with the sharp talon crushes, or rather breaks the pitch black diamond into 5 pieces. Looks over to Arizel. Unfortunately, since you have taken an entirely different path, your fate is no longer quite as tied with the others here. Or rather, it is not bound to the void.
She just straight up is better than us.
And all of you, including, starting with Mavis, Syndra, Tyrannin, Adaria, and Shub, I need you all to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Question, do I get advantage because I'm used to eating this stuff?
This is something... Actually, wait. Unfortunately, yes,
Hell
you
yeah.
do get an advantage, Shub, because this feels like a little bit like home.
Thank God. I was gonna argue what I have advantage, but I don't really need it.
Indomitable.
Go right ahead, buddy.
Hey, a little bit better.
Indomitable.
A little bit worse.
Fuck you, I pass anyway.
Ping Indomitable
Game
for me
up.
again. I just want to make sure it doesn't force you to use the new roll.
I think it does.
That's what I'm a little bit worried about.
No, it's the fuck you, I win anyway. I'm using my legendary resistance.
Ah, okay. You're using your legendary resistance. Alright.
Jeebus just gave up. Which fair.
I mean, he has to, it's a good thing. So, let's see, only Syndra and Mavis had failed. Because everyone else used their cheat sheets really quickly.
I don't have a cheat sheet. Fuck you.
You just have a high modifier. I'm just messing. Anyway.
You have a plus 10.
So, at the moment, Syndra and Mavis, you feel extremely nauseous. As if, the best example I can give is that you guys have been put into a swirling vortex, and you've just been spinning around for non-stop, and now your food is coming out to the surface. The rest of you just feel slightly nauseous. And let me move you to the proper map.
I know this is a serious moment, but I just wanted to point out something. Syndra has spent so much time on the sea that she walks like Jack Sparrow on land. And has been. Because I've seen
I hate it.
Okay, let's see if I can get this done right, because... Oh, someone give me some dark music while I'm at it. Thank you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Also, Tyrion, your forehead is burning right now.
Ah.
And you're all here.
Oh god, it's fucking home.
As you guys look around, you just see here just like rubbing his forehead on the ground, like running around in a circle, like ow.
Is that
Why
weird
are we-
dragon dandruff?
Why are we fucking here?
Walking.
Darker
Andrew, what the fuck did you
music.
do?
Fucking make it stop.
Tannen, rubbing your head against against literal concrete isn't going to help.
I mean, I might be able to have Nicholas eat it, but
Mine.
This looks like home.
That's what I'm fucking worried about. Why is Sindra tied to home?
Uncle, are you here?
Let's not.
As you are finding yourselves here, you also look at each other and notice that you're all very translucent.
I hate it here so much.
I love it here.
I don't.
Can I still touch people, Miser?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to put my hand through Tyrion.
Tyrion is very solid.
Damn.
Ow.
You're quite solid. I never noticed how compact you are.
This is
My
the
tiny
worst.
bundle of muscles. What can I say?
Like corned beef in a tube sock.
Fuck's a tube sock.
I don't know.
What is corned beef?
Does corn have meat?
what the fuck is wrong with all of you?
A lot of things. Do you want a list? I got one.
I lived in a cave for thousands of years.
I've actually been
It's not
keeping a
just a
list in a
hosiery.
separate journal.
It's like, well, corned beef is just beef with seasonings.
I eat rocks that I find.
I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Am I seriously, Ari, am I seriously the only ones who know that corned beef and the tube
You
sauce?
say that Ari's not there? Because she didn't eat the rock.
Yep, she was not given the rock.
No, but she knows what corned beef is.
You can answer from the void.
Cinder's down here yelling at us.
Yeah. Ari, where are you?
But, oh wait, that's actually the wrong, one that I'm using.
Oh, this is the wrong Eldritch Horror map. My bad.
No,
So as I
it's
remove
it's just the wrong individual I'm
head-
using.
As I remove my head from the cobblestone, is my forehead fucking glowing?
Yes, and also roll me a con save, because it is throbbing more than it should be. Alright.
22.
You feel a little bit of blood trickle, but it's not a throbbing, end-of-the-world headache.
My brain leaking.
Yeah,
A little.
everything's leaking. It could be worse. Someone could have opened the gate and we could all be fucked.
Well, yes, you actually do hear what
Oh,
sounds
is
to
this
be
your
like
stupid door?
Not mine. One of.
I've seen a door.
You also see, or rather you hear, argument coming from the north direction. That way.
Oh no.
That's why I'm so adorable. Let's go check out this noise.
I think I want to murder myself even in astral form.
Come on, Sindra, it's your door now.
I go up to the edge of whatever this is. Can I touch this?
Don't touch it. That's the literal
can certainly
depth of
try.
the universe.
Do you touch
Don't
it?
touch it, Tannen.
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, you can certainly try. As you look around, to those that have been here before, you do see the familiar, very eldritch horror vibe of a gateway. To those that are new to this map, or at least first time seeing it, it is foreboding. It feels so alien, and yet the construct and foundation of this place looks very highly civilized. But yet, it doesn't take a genius or a paladin or someone who fights against such things. That this is the kind of place you don't want to be in alone, or at least without the backup. And
Shub's relaxing. He's kicked up, legs kicked up. He's chilling.
Adaria, if anything, is more on guard.
oh yes, Adaria and Shub, you both have a different reaction or feel to the very gateway that's up at the front. For Shub, you feel like it's calling to you to open up the doors. Adaria is giving that same demand, except it is not comforting, it's more foreboding now.
I fucking hate these doors.
And in the center of it all, you see three individuals. Two that, in some ways or another, you do recognize them.
Yay.
And a third one
Oh.
seems to be leading them.
Miser, because this is going to be a real... Can I roll a history? Because I've seen that woman one time before, I think.
Yes.
I think I've seen her too.
I think we all have, actually.
I know I haven't because I think they were behind
23.
me.
Have I seen this person?
No, Shub, you're not.
It's gonna make this a little more awkward.
Isn't she the original author of Nicholas?
Uh-huh. That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, she is, Tyrion.
That is none other than Liliana Defoe.
Oh.
Okay. Great.
So we have
Wow.
an Ed and an Ileana.
And the weird mech man that is a pan lead.
Fucking what?
Why the fuck are they at the edge of the abyss?
These
Well,
are-
we
this
should
is
either
like
we're
the
going
his-
to watch them or we're going to ask.
And I just need to check one more thing.
I think that Varrock is giving me indigestion.
At least you don't have diarrhea. Especially astral diarrhea. The worst. It still comes out your ass.
The
Could
space
be right.
shit.
Be implosive.
Could be worse. What?
Implosive diarrhea.
That's where you shit so hard you make a black hole.
Pretty much.
I just need to take care of one more. Oh, there's actually a fourth person, which I had inconveniently forgotten to put. But that was my fault.
Be when the spaceships hit.
Machine, please don't go slow anymore.
If this is Syndra, or a variation, I'm gonna cry. Or laugh. Whichever comes first.
Nope,
Afterwards,
but
damn it.
there is also a fourth individual.
Do I know that? Oh my. Wait, who is that? I don't think we've ever seen that person.
Someone did. One of your other character did.
Fuck me.
As you get a little bit closer, you do see that and I need to correct myself, the four individuals are currently in the midst of an argument.
Does anyone know who that other woman is with the big ass hat?
Well, we can either get closer, or we could ask. I mean, though I suspect you would know we were here by now.
Fuck it, why not?
They seem to be very deep into their arguments, but as you approach, it is very clear that the individual known as Edward is in deep protest, as you do hear the words of, regardless of the results, I will not condone the idea of a possible pointless sacrifice just because a god that sits on a far up throne above demands it.
I thought that was his whole thing.
Excuse me, sacrifice here talking. As Adaria just rudely interrupts, if they could hear.
There is no reply or no response. They continue their argument as the... Well, actually, your past perception is 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only one that seems to have made any sort of inclination of turning your direction is this individual, but does not acknowledge you.
The robot again.
Just turns slightly. Or at least the head turns a little slightly, but then just resumes looking forward.
So, are we here? Is this a memory, guys?
Yes.
The woman up front, the one with the veiled mask, points first to herself and then to the woman next to her. Edward, do you not understand the consequences of disobeying the one that sits above the throne of all heavens and the cosmos, especially when the risk of a multiverse collapse is inbound? The man recognized, and you all have seen him in various points of your journey as Edward before he became Ed, looks a bit more frustrated. His hair is not as primmed and slicked back as his token image would reveal. It's a bit more frazzled. He looks very agitated, more easily upset. He is trying his best not to give an outburst, but he does anyway. And you're saying that with all these things going on, these gods do not have the power to just handle the problem themselves? Why do they need us to do it? Why do we have to make these absurd sacrifices on the demands of higher powers when the situation we're dealing with, the things that we have to fight, are of the strange phenomenons that don't even make sense to a normal person? The woman with the wider brim hat gives a somewhat cold, if not calculated, response to Edward's outburst. It is the fate of those who have been deemed as heroes, and it's not just simply a matter of gods and divine beings could interfere willy-nilly and of their own volition, unless you want to repeat a situation similar to the Dawn War, to which finally the Warforged entity, the mechanical one, answers with a very cold, if not calculated, answer. A legend that is only been given by higher beings that do not even deign to expose their actual truth, a facet of truth that is only from their perspective. Mortal creatures or organic ones, including those that are built like myself, would find this incomprehensible. This sacrificial method is inefficient. The veiled woman here is showing an annoyance of the machine's calculated orders, or rather his thoughts. Yes, I'm sure everything needs to be working with logistics. I'm certain you would work well with Primus. However, the situation of the Far Realms, as well as the rifts between the vast multiverse, needs to be stabilized to some degree. At the very least, protect our own realm of existence. The one that sits above does not manage everything, because that's impossible. Edward's frustration. He's between growling, shaking visibly in frustration. So are you saying this is a war of universes, or... I don't know. I still can't wrap my head around the idea that we mortals are that important enough for the gods to get involved, or rather give us demands to do them favors. If anything, they should be begging for our help, not demanding it. Or at the very least, stay out of our problems. The veiled woman, Liliana, just shakes her head in a dismissive, dismayed, a way of a teacher trying to teach a rambunctious pupil who just doesn't want to learn. There are things that gods are not allowed to do. Even if a small bit of the Dawn Wars is true, we can't allow a situation where gods start throwing planets around like pinballs, or ruining our realms of existence just because they had a temper tantrum. There are rules and must be followed. You can agree with that too, right, Xeon? As she stares at the Warforge more sternly, as if she's daring it to challenge her. It just stares, turns its head to the side, but all of you can see that the red eye seems to be looking at each and every single one of you. And it just slowly turns its head back to her. There is much I could use and say to counteract your argument, Liliana, but at this time and juncture, it seems things have already been set. Your mind has been set. It looks over to the other one. Marlene, the fact that you decided to do this is the paramount of foolishness. You do have family. And I doubt your little empire will sustain itself without proper guidance. The wide hat-brim woman gives a bit of a solemn nod, but she seems to be fully prepared for it. I trust my daughter and future grandchildren to handle things while I'm away. What I do is for the necessity. Plus, there can't be... Hopefully, with my own sacrifice, there won't be others after me. The Warforged just procures out a black knife. Looks over to Edward. Do you wish to do this, or would you prefer that I will do it, considering that these two have already made up their mind? And Syndra, can you roll me a d20?
Sure can.
Along with Mavis, roll me a d20 as well.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
I know, you've been hiding in the back, but
It's okay.
I've not forgotten you.
Clearly lost.
Oh. Whoa, one from far, one from the other, so... Edward pauses for a moment. It is clearly seen on his face that he does not want to do this. He almost drops his hand, but in a brief moment, something seems to have changed from him, and he picks up the black-looking knife. He holds it to his face, or rather, looking in front of it. I still can't quite figure out as to how is it that an obsidian knife was designed to sever the soul from the body. Or why is this so important? You still haven't explained that to me. Liliana, my teacher. Her expression, despite wearing the veil, you do see the eyes. They look a bit soft, but then resume to being a little bit more on the hardened side of resolution. Things must be done for the sake of others. That was what we had decided on as guardians. You will have to make countermeasures, and that burden will be on you and those that follow after you. At least until we are certain that no harm will come to at least this continued existence. And with that, with the nat 20 resolve that he has, you see Edward plunge the knife not into Liliana, who stands in front of him, but right into Marlene, as her body disintegrates and you see her soul start to emerge out from the dust that becomes her body, or her body becomes, and it flows towards a door, which it begins to glow. Tyrannin, your head starts to hurt, but since you made that Constitution saving throw earlier, I'm going to keep that. And you all hear a loud locking mechanism as the dagger that Ed is now holding begins to slowly disintegrate as well.
That's weird.
I taste colors.
I'll stop tasting them. They're not that good.
Liliana looks at the two in front of her. Right, the first sacrifice has been done. Hopefully that will be the only one we must make. Though you see that Edward looks a little sullen about it. He doesn't answer her back. He just steps to the side.
Oh, ye. Doesn't have hindsight.
And as she steps forward and begins making her way down, Syndra, can you make me a strength saving throw as you feel, for some reason, in your hands now, the book Nicholas is in. It's enough. The book isn't that physically strong, but you do feel like the book is being pulled towards the woman as she begins to walk past you. But as she begins to head down, further down the stairs, her image begins to fade from view. Do any of you do anything else?
I go look at the door.
Sure.
I really see. Great. I'm glad we have two characters of a similar mindset.
Shub, since you're much more closer, you see that the robotic man, the mecha man, is staring right at you, although his head is not moving. It's just that one glowing red eye just staring at you.
Hello.
The mechanical man, while still having its eye on you, just turns and faces Edward.
I could have sworn he was looking at me.
He is still looking at you.
Oh.
Yeah, his eye didn't turn, his body did.
Yep. But it does start talking to Edward. You do know that this method is not only ill-efficient, but it is bound to fail. Repetition is something of a failing for those of short-lived beings. Even long-term, immortals do not quite have the consistency capabilities. Edward looks a bit annoyed. And Shub, since you are very close here, in fact, actually, Shub and Adaria, since you guys are the closest to it, roll me, and I'll give you the choice of either investigation or perception.
Perception, go! Finally rolled like ass, and I still rolled pretty well.
Okay. The reason why I have Shub roll is because he's literally right next to Edward. And Adaria, because you have an absurdly high passive perception. As you see Edward look very frustrated, and he's rubbing his hair back, trying to, well, how the frustrated people would move their hair back. You see from the doorway what looks like small black strands of raw energy just slip out of the cracks of the door and into Edward.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
He seems completely unaware of what just happened.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder of the mecha man.
Oh god, now I need to roll this for him now.
Someone's about to get fucking zapped from existence.
We're about to find out. Now I actually have to roll this sheet.
It was cool knowing Shub. And he died.
Wait, where are you? Here you are. So I see how fast he. I need to see how fast he does this. Oh, it was very deliberate and slow. He swats your hand out of the way, and you do feel physical contact.
He's going to change.
You want to make yourself bigger?
No, I'm saying that to the mecha man. He's going to change.
Ah, you're telling him that.
I know there's not much you can do now.
As you're saying this, all of you do hear Edward. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But we have to avoid making such choices again. The mechanical person whose eye was still on Shub when that little interaction happened fully turns and focuses on him now. Or at the very least, make these choices count and remove the inefficiency to make things efficient. It has already been a millennia since the loss of our original homeworld. Do you think that the sacrifices back then and to now still amount to something efficient? Ed does not reply as he begins to walk his way out, clearly looking frustrated. And as
Fuck you.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was about to say, so Tyrion, since you just said that while Ed was in, Edward's been within range of you, please roll me a charisma saving throw.
Fuck me.
You said fuck you, now you get fucked.
What I do? I'm just grumpy at him.
Don't be grumpy. Be happy.
11.
Oof.
Okay. Now roll me a D100. You don't want to go on the lower end.
82.
Alright. For a brief moment, you felt like your soul was being drawn towards Edward and vice versa. But standing right behind him, you see two figures.
Ed. Waiting for this third Ed.
And as Edward stops for a brief moment upon hearing that little commentary, this individual that you are so fondly remembering looks in both you and Syndra's direction and wiggles his fingers of a greeting.
A stupid mask, anyway.
Hey Tyrion,
Yeah.
what's your high passive perception?
11. I don't see shit.
Okay. I'm only asking because I just need to load that sheet.
Famous last words. That fuck you gets fucked immediately.
I'm not gonna ask what 34 hits you, but you feel a sharp pain in your abdomen.
Damn it.
As a very beautiful crimson rapier goes right through your stomach, and then
Oh my.
on the other hand, there's just a finger toward the skull mass's mouthpiece. And just roll me one perception roll at advantage because he's literally right in your face.
Well,
You just hear one word. Spoilers now. Spoilers. As he's
he like looks down at the rapier, looks up, looks down at the rapier again.
the rapier's no longer there in your stomach.
He just like boot gestures, just take it. Can you take that out?
It's no longer there.
Question, Miser.
Yes.
Well, Tyrion said fuck you and getting stabbed. So, Ed had mentioned an obsidian dagger, and this is gonna... Do I remember the same thing used during my time being sacrificed, or something to the ilk.
Roll me history at advantage.
Of course. That's a nat 20. I'm rolling hot tonight. I'm fucked tomorrow. I'm gonna be getting butt fucked in a ditch.
Oh, damn. Such colorful words. But,
Sorry, go ahead.
the answer is yes. When, since you had the nat 20, I'm gonna give this to you. When you're with your family upon that particular memory of sacrificing your brother, or at least the altar version of you, they had a very similar dagger, but the difference is it looked more decorative, more ceremonial.
Now I'm beginning to see why why people might actually fucking hate me. Just a little. Adaria has never heard the name Marine before, has she?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't want to metagame it.
But, I would just say this right now. Tyrion, when, Mr. Skull Guy stabbed you, I'm gonna tell you how much damage you took, because I had to roll it on GM layer, because he's a sneaky bastard. But you did took, 43 points of damage.
43 is not as much as I thought it would be. Alright.
Here's the thing,
How
he
about
didn't use sneak attack yet.
Oh, there's more damage. Got it.
Yeah,
Shub puts his hand on the door, and he kind of turns to Adaria and says,
Oh, strength saving throw, since you're putting your hand on that door now.
"Yep."
Go ahead and say what you're going to say while I'm waiting.
He wants me to kill you to open a very similar door.
Why the fuck would you say that out loud to me?
You get pushed back a little bit, as it seems like something repelled you away from the door, but you're strong enough to not be thrown away, even though it tried very hard to do so.
Whatever. I'm pretty sure they want to kill the other variant of me now. Actually, I guess I'm the only version that exists. And if I melt my soul back, then they'll technically be two parts of a key, and they'll definitely want me fucking dead.
He was pretty clear about who he wanted dead. I think you know who I'm talking about.
I'd rather fucking not deal with this shit. Especially now that I went from a walking key to a walking door lock.
You are both the key and the door lock. You dumb fool. As
I'm sorry.
The robotic person slowly turns its head and its eye look at you, Adaria. Though I suppose I should be accusing your altered reality self rather than the current you, which you have deviated from the original path.
Good. That other part of me was a bitch.
And what's my path?
Go to hell. Quite literally.
You are one of the odd, unknown variables added into this continuum.
Yay.
Yeah. We can thank Kermit for that one. Thanks, Dad.
I'd
Thank
rather
God.
not.
Thank God a fucking grung fucked an elder world over elder being. Thank God.
I will not be so thankful to the divine or far realm pantheons.
So, why are you here? Shouldn't you be invading, a town or something? Or do you just exist at all times all at once?
I'm sure you already know the answer to that. As for the rest of you, I suggest you come closer so I can at least inspect you all.
I don't know if you're a good person or a bad person, and that really worries me, especially being moral gray.
Mavis, it's robot inspection time. Come up here.
Oh, finally, my head doesn't hurt as bad.
think it's because he's talking to us. For whatever
Oh,
reason.
no, it's mainly due to, he points down to his shit, the hole in my chest.
Have you considered removing that? Or adding more to it?
Curious.
Just got stabbed.
I'm expecting the fact that you have traveled from a forward point in time.
Yes?
Maybe?
I feel like it's all relative at this point.
It is a moot point, but I'd rather at least know answers to no doubt possible questions that will be done and asked in the future.
How could we even trust that you would answer them wholeheartedly and not just be lying to us, considering...
If it is to pacify your fears of me, your illogical fears, my current role is now that of the removed Primus and the realm of Mechanus.
Yes, you're playing the role of the non-biased time robot. Let's get to it.
I think it's a little bit more than that, but yeah.
You should be more considerate in the fact that you, who has ingested the chaotic elements of limbo, that I do not purge you out of this particular memory slot.
Yep, fair enough. Forget I said anything.
I was going to say, he literally made half your people that you're eating, so... Because he thought neutrality was funny.
Now, considering that one of you emits somewhat of the same life energy, or rather essence, of Edward, then he looks over to Tyrannin, one that has various types of draconic energy, but also a primordial source. And finally to Mavis, and you seem to have the same essence as the other Guardians. What exactly is your purpose here?
A guardian.
Yes, I can see that.
That's my purpose.
Then let me get more detailed. What is your title as one of the Guardians?
I'm gonna make it canon that she has to look in the... to I forgot the name. Give me a minute. Spark of Hope.
Just need to move these around a little bit. There we go. Spark of Hope. I feel like there should be a joke in this particular title, but I have already lost most of my organic humor decades ago, at least at this point in time.
Me being here is a sign that we have a chance.
The machine, the Warforge, looks up at the doorway, then looks back at all of you. For the time being, at least until our next encounter, you may refer to me as Xeon. Now, looks to Syndra and Tyrannin. Who exactly are you two? Oh.
Wonder if they got stage fright.
Yeah, Moogle, you're muted by chance. And
Yep, that was on me.
I was wondering what was going on.
I can't believe she got shocked so long that she stopped
Yes.
talking to the time robot.
Well, I'm Sindri Gallows, and this is my associate Tyrannin.
Wait. So you know that I am ultimately the key and the lock to the door. You know that she's a spark of hope because probably some book bullshit. How do you not know Tiernan and Syndra?
Ah, cool.
It is because they are currently amalgamations of other beings. I don't simply recognize you by visual details, as to recognize one in visual details is paramount to foolishness when in this chaotic reality there are possessions, reincarnations, incarnations, and other various forms of changing the essence of one's being and still retain a physical form.
Do all gods talk like they have a stick up their ass?
I don't know.
I always imagined they did.
I'm so glad this one has not disappointed then.
They talk to me real nice, but
Different
also kind of
god,
manipulative.
different kind of god.
You seem to
Anything.
mistaken me as a deity. That is a misconception.
Well,
I
I
had
thought you said you were
simply-
fit.
I had simply taken up the role that Primus has consistently died and had the Secundus to take over. By record of now, Primus has already been eliminated roughly 4 or 5 times exactly.
Oh, then that's when the assimilation begins. That's always a fun time.
That's rough, buddy.
It is ill-efficient. Thus I took the role, but I am no god.
How do you take a role of a god but not ascend to godhood? Sounds a bit paradoxical. Actually, never mind. We've been dealing with paradoxes for most of this fucking adventure.
Hey,
Take back my
Aria.
statement.
Adaria,
Yeah, what's up?
you said the magic word for me. So
Oh, fuck.
roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Thank God. No, that's not an advantage. 25?
Okay, so everyone else, you see for a brief moment, Adaria seemed to have split into 3 versions of herself. I'm not going to put the tokens up because that's going to be a pain in the ass, but one that appears to be in full golden-ish armor, which you have seen that individual before, Tyrannin and Syndra's also Kermit's untimely demise.
Yes, the STD.
And you also see the other version of her that looks just like her, except without a face of no eyes, nose, or mouth. And
No
then
mouth Adaria. Can we have that one, please?
Go fuck yourself.
well, Adaria, you're not aware of this, but within that moment, there are those 3 individuals, and then back to normal Adaria that you see before you.
I don't feel anything, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Whoa. Do you guys see that?
What did I miss?
I'm gonna try it. Paradoxical.
Oh my god.
Intelligence saving throw, just normal. I'm sorry, buddy. Well, actually, yes, that is intelligence saving throw. I'm sorry, buddy. You failed by 1.
Oof.
Am I dead forever?
No,
No,
not
it's
yet, but
gonna
I
hurt
just...
like a bitch.
Yeah, just give me a sec. I need to do something here so people, in case they have forgotten who's who and what's been missing.
So glad that the one trigger word is the one that logically explains most of this.
Yeah, so just to clarify what you guys had saw, they're not there anymore, but I just want to put them there for my own sanity and clarity's sakes.
Man, I love that token. So sad she died, but also kind of glad she did because she's a bitch.
You know, she was leaning more toward the monk class since you originally that.
Yeah, that's what I kind of also like. Split-wise, it makes sense logically.
Yeah, scheme mode, my computer is going a little on the slow side.
She was the JoJo monk, right? Like she ended up
Yes.
playing. That's what I figured.
But yeah, these were the two versions you saw.
God, I hate that fucking image. I love it, but I hate it. That just looks like a Warhammer 40k character.
Could be.
Yeah, it does.
I would not know. But, Shub, you definitely are going to feel this. As, for a brief moment, you feel your body get torn to pieces. You're not dead. You're not going to take damage, but you just do feel like something is very weird as... Where is...
Oh God, he's back.
You see that, and... I need to just go all the way down here. Where is the...
He's come back from the dead to see his boy.
Papa!
Dada, you have returned. You have come back. Ew.
Yay!
Shub, what the fuck?
Oh.
Shub, what the fuck?
So...
Oh,
Everyone
wait, I know.
sees, three images behind, or rather, almost taking place around Shub. The first one is this very creepy-looking creature.
I hate that I know what that is.
The second one is a very familiar Kermit.
God, it's been a minute. I forgot about that. Okay.
And then
What a
this
cutie.
very creepy thing that Tyrion, you immediately recognized who this was.
Wait,
Or at least your instincts
you're
do.
a headless guy?
I
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
no, that's his uncle.
I think there are other entities that have touched him.
You okay, buddy?
I'm hurting all over.
Yes, it feels like your body has been ripped to pieces, but yet you're still there. You feel
My
scarred and
time
scratches.
hurts.
Well, then don't say the fucking word again.
I've heard.
If you say the word again, you might actually be hurt.
It is most likely that if you were to attempt the fates again, you will simply be shredded and divided amongst the various existing continuum from this point onward.
Oh, like my dad.
Perhaps.
I've already experienced the literal end of time. I think I'm good.
I don't suppose you organic beings have questions for me, then?
What's the end of time like? Who's chilling at the end?
Did I win?
If a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody around to hear it, does it make a noise?
If the tree falls around in the woods, is Mom around to hear it? I don't think he likes our questions.
What is the sound of death?
You could find out very quickly.
I am contemplating if you are being humorous or actually serious of this particular situation.
I think out of most all of us, Tiernan probably is the most serious question, which is weird for once.
It's a trauma response.
Considering the amalgamation that you're composed of, I would say no.
Ooh. Yeah. Guess it sucks to win.
Well, we might as well all just say the word again.
No, I wish to be put together in time.
I've already got a hole in me.
Yes, that was most curious.
I don't want to know what I'm made out of.
Is Kermit still flickering around?
Yes, he is.
He just waves at Tiernan.
I wave back.
My God.
Miss you, buddy.
He's trying to talk, but he can't. You can see his lips moving, and he's really expression, but there's nothing coming out.
There's no
Wait
voice.
a second.
All right.
Wait a second.
While Tiernan's doing that,
Who has the knife?
Is Kermit's mind still over there?
No.
oh God.
Or rather,
Oh.
what I should say is, it's there and it's not. There's also
Okay,
two
yeah,
very
that-
scary things that are looking over your direction as well.
They are not waving.
One of them's waving like, come closer.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
To answer Syndra's question, the obsidian knife has disintegrated.
Was it after my sacrifice?
No, it was after Edward had stabbed the woman.
Oh, okay. Wait. If the knife disintegrated here, how the fuck did I see a similar knife that the cult used against me to sacrifice my brother, or at least in an alternate timeline? Did they recreate it?
That is the most likely conclusion.
But how? I'm assuming that was the only one in existence, right? That could split souls?
Unless someone's handing them out.
Man, I sure would hate someone that is made of obsidian that is constantly fucking with time. Just looks at her.
Unlikely. The obsidian stone is simply used as a component for a soul separation spell and ritual.
Great.
Highly
Alright.
uncommon, requiring the 10th or rather 11th tier of magic to use, and something that the current Mistra would greatly forbid for it to use due to
Wow.
her dislike of, well, highly potent magic users.
Okay. Do I end up opening the door in any of these occurrences?
The red eye looks at both you, Adaria, and then at Shub. Considering I am looking at two amalgamations of abominations from the far realms, I dare say you may have succeeded at least once or twice, and that is usually more than enough for a collapse of the multiverse.
Great. I'm so glad that I helped cause the end of everything. Always a fun time.
So you can't just blame me anymore.
No, I still can, because you're the one who set everything in motion.
As you say, you can't blame me anymore. Kermit flips you off.
I can see why Edward had a frustrating situation of having to deal with organics.
You get used to it after a while. Alright. If you're filling the role of Primus, then why are you helping Ed, at least in... How do I put this? The role of Primus, I understand, is to keep a balance between things, or a rule of law, rather. Is following Edward that really the rule of law?
Primus's role was to simply establish perfect order, not law. There is a difference. As to your other question, there's a pause as if it is reading some sort of information or gathering information. You actually hear a strange noise from this thing, from Xeon.
What? Why do I just picture the dial-up noise? Then we realize Xeon runs on Windows Vista.
Runs on AOL.
Oh my god. You got mail.
Oh my god. Just a letter pops out.
Yeah, I was going to say a paperclip pops up. I see you're trying to explain to the
I think
Fading
you're
Hearts.
trying to understand the paradoxical nature of the world. Would you like help with that?
It is most likely that the absolute destruction of all of the multiverse is a form of order that I can agree with.
But if it's stated that other beings, such as myself, or perhaps Cinder or someone else causes a collapse, wouldn't it also make sense that you would want to help us in that endeavor? Rather than against us? Was that too contradictory for you?
It is not a matter of contradiction, but rather more of the efficient, ill-efficient, and the logistics of success. And the fact that this is the first time that I've encountered your existence in this particular time means that you have deviated more than from the grand plan that has been set in motion.
So that makes us more a target than an actual... Oh, I hate this. What happens if we all win? Or at least you can hazard a guess considering your role of being semi-almighty.
That would depend on the path you all take and what roles you will sit upon. As he says roles, I need everyone to now roll me an intelligence saving throw. The only ones who don't need to roll is Tyrannin, and Syndra has an advantage.
Woo! Fuck you! I'm just here to kill shit.
16. Do I have any?
27.
That's gonna hurt.
Mavis?
BRB.
Okay, you want to roll for her?
Do I want to roll for Mavis? Absolutely. You
Oh,
want to
no.
fail her roll?
As he's doing that, Miza, can you check Discord quick? I just have a question about something.
Sure. I don't know why my thing did not show it.
Wow. Beat me by 1.
Fuck you, I'm smart.
For that one, it is... Yeah, so check your proficiency bonus thing. It should be...
Okay, yeah, so it is 5, yeah.
Yes.
I just don't want to reveal what it is yet.
Yes. Oh, wait, did I just close the wrong person's sheet? Yes, I did.
This isn't a mental condition, Miser, is it?
No.
Okay, cool. I don't get a +2 on it then. F.
It's more of a, you're about to gaze behind the curtains of the universe.
Yay.
So it's more of a mind fuck of, or rather, if anyone remembers Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they saw that moment of the Lost Ark.
I was jokingly gonna say, I thought you were gonna say the Crystal Skull and just insult everyone.
You know, what the other recent, I'm not gonna even get into it because,
Yeah, let's not.
that's gonna detract from everything that I'm doing right now. Alright, so, As soon as Zeon says roll, Mavis just hits the difficulty. Actually, no, she failed too. Never mind. It's a 21.
What?
No, I had to look at the sheets.
21's a big difference, my friend.
I know. That's why I paused for a moment. I was like, wait, I'm doing something wrong here. The DC was a 21. That's why. And it's only because of the particular truths you guys know. And the Tyranid and Syndra, you hear this loud and clear, but unfortunately everyone else that's present does not, and this is what you hear. Considering that the role of creator and destroyer will be emptied voids without any proper stewards or ownership, the title of AO would have to be given to the one that's most equivalently qualified. Since unfortunately, due to the unfortunate ignorance and my role to not speak of certain things in the past, or at least to lead to the point that you are all here, I am certain that one of you knows the dark truth of the universe, or rather this. For a brief moment, you all can feel like this thing is laughing all of a sudden, but Tyranid and Syndra, you hear it very loud and clear. This paradoxical existence that we are currently all in. As he actually says the key magic word, he's going to choose to fail. And in that brief moment, you don't see one or two different variations. You just see multiple versions of this particular individual. All of you do see this.
That's fucking annoying.
I think that one has a scratch, the others don't.
The weird part about it is they all look exactly the same. Even including injuries and scratches upon them. And they all just simply say in unison, depending on what will happen next, despite it being unconventional, unorthodox, and entirely off the rails, as it was once said amongst organics that were enjoying their pastimes. I am somewhat looking forward to our next encounter back in the, well, your present time, as it seems that we will be remaining enemies until the proper time.
Yay.
You're gonna be fine.
Would it be too much to ask what is your main weakness?
Fallacy.
Why should I give you any sort of advantages when you already have the possibility of advantages? If anything, continuously speaking with this version of me here is already giving me the other version the advantages necessary.
Didn't have to try.
as some of the other versions around you and Xeon start to vanish. The machine, the Warforged, just looks back at the door. Looks back at everybody else once again. Now, considering our situation, are we done here?
I mean, I have nothing else to really ask.
This is kind of Syndra's thing.
Going to say.
No, I'm good.
Interesting. I would have expected the one who holds Liliana's book to have more questions, but perhaps you already have answered them.
Actually, I wouldn't know if... I hate that I have above-table knowledge. There wouldn't happen to be a third book, would there?
Oh, is that one for me?
Well, considering if what we're going off of, if one book is pure evil, whatever, that I don't want to say the title because I'll actually lose part of my tongue, and the other one is pure good, shouldn't there be something like, what, I don't know, that Primus made or something of the like that's just in between, a book of balance?
It is not a battle of good versus evil. That is a misconception made by those that wish to color their perspectives and feel a sense of moral righteousness. It has always been a battle of order and chaos, creation and destruction. Of course, there is also the efficiency and inefficiency, but most creatures tend to have the habit of putting their personal vendettas and agendas into the situation that complicates the matter. To answer your question, perhaps there is a third book, but it's not something that can be obtained by just willing it into existence. And it looks at Syndra and Mavis, and you both feel as the glowing red eye looks right at you both. I am sure you two know the procedures. I suggest you follow it carefully or don't. Regardless of the situation, or rather the complications that you have been presenting, I have my full confidence as well as the logistical numbers and calculations already made, both in past, present, and possible futures.
Wait. Here's a weird other question. How do multiple parts of you exist when all of those instances got destroyed? Are you also part of the recreation? Especially since they were all dinged up the same exact way.
It gives a monotone laugh, which is very disturbing to some, but it is a forced sense of humor that's coming out of it. It is a matter of perspective, is it not? One who is both the key and the gate. No, I suppose the true question which I shall impose upon you all, is: do you follow your roles to the very end? Or in some cases, that you have done is deviate and try to carve out a fate different from what has been preset. As to answer your question of my existence, I have merely accepted my role.
Never really been good at following rules.
So I really don't care, because the last time I was given a role, it ended up with me in a ditch. Of non-existence.
I'm just gonna do.
Ditch.
I'm just gonna do what my people tell me to do, kind of.
Murder me?
No. Maybe. No.
You do that, you know you'll bring out the real fast end of existence.
Maybe. No. No.
And Shub, there's no food without existence.
Damn.
Quite the quandary, isn't it? Scion of the Far Realms.
Chubb's looking around. Is he talking to me?
Well, I'm a fucking
He's looking right at you.
Yeah.
Scion of the Far Realms.
Don't let it go to your head.
That's got a good ring to it.
That's also an insult.
You may take it as either insult or compliment. I care not.
An insultlement.
Ooh. I have a question for the future.
Speak.
Is anyone else going to become a dragon in this party? Seems like people are becoming dragons in this party.
Fuck you.
Look, I didn't chomp on the bit. I just apparently happened in the Paladinian stuff.
Are there any more dragons we should know about?
You're a
So,
dragon.
are you all saying this out loud, as in character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you do understand talking to him is also giving information to the one we're about to fight, right?
Yeah, but
But what?
we
You're
need to
giving
know.
Why the fuck would we... Oh my god.
Listen, everybody's Jack and Tyrion style. If anybody else needs to become a dragon, he needs to know so he can mentally prep.
I don't think Tyrion's the one that needs to mentally prep.
I mean, a little.
Tyrion, you knew this from, like, day dot, that, like, half the party were interacting with some kinds of dragons.
I pointed to her. I knew she did.
To be fair, I didn't know either.
You looked at dots in the sky.
I literally talked about the astral dragon and named our party after it.
Still just dots in the sky.
Shub grows dragon wings that do not work.
See?
Uh-oh.
So he's a dragon.
I'm a dragon too.
Zion just kind of looks at all of your interactions.
Oh my God.
The eye is just moving around slowly back and forth, and then finally just settles on Mavis.
No fucking way.
I do hope
she's-
that your continued existence does not bring shame to the other guardians before you. The last
That's a lot of
hope.
pressure.
I was going to say, one of them was Tyrion's dad. I don't think we can get much lower.
I wasn't worried, but now I am.
Good.
Again,
There is
Bob
much
is the
for one that has to hold the title of a guardian. Though, to answer your dragon question, as his eye turns away from Mavis to look at Shub. As far as I know, the future versions, or at least variants of this existence, has not revealed any sort of transformation, but I shall thank you for this new information that has been somewhat perplexing me.
Thanks, Shub, for telling our enemy that half of us can just become dragons.
I will
No
resist
problem.
the urge to use dragon-slaying weaponry on your like.
Yay. Thank you.
Since it is mostly reserved for the ruler of Mensato as well as for the ruler of the primordials.
Fuck me. Well, it would suck if someone had to go in and break all that, so you couldn't.
You are all welcome to try.
Wouldn't be the first time that an enemy far above our pay grade invited us to come beat their ass. Probably won't be the last either. Not going to make a smart-ass comment to that. That's some organic bullshit.
No, Zion just looks very uninterested as it begins to walk, but it stops right by Mavis. Stares right at her.
Alright.
That very...
Okay, go ahead.
Steps right in front of Mavis, and... Mavis, you sense... Well, actually, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw as this thing is staring at you, and the bright crimson red eye turns into a palish blue. You feel a horrific chill as if you have been stripped of all of your protective and combat gear without any sort of protection, as this thing is quite literally scanning you.
I feel naked. Am I naked?
No.
Your
This
face
robot is.
I'm
this
uncomfortable.
man's a pervert.
I mean
I've
an
been
adult.
Exactly, I need an adult. I'm the quiet one.
Collection of information has been completed.
That's not awkward at all.
Data denied.
You tell yourself whatever you need
I did
to
not
tell
read
yourself.
the privacy policy.
I did not sign the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
In this case, there is no privacy policy terms in this thing.
What'd you find in there?
I didn't finish the ASCII.
You could do the asking in a moment as the machine Zion just goes. You have my condolences for the deaths of your family, even if such things as mute to an inorganic like myself.
Oh. Well, thank you.
A little bit rude.
He was rude, wasn't he?
He assaulted me with his eyes.
And then it just turns and looks towards Tyrannin.
What?
Strange that you two who have been destined to kill each other are now working together.
I look at my face. How many times have you killed me?
I can ask the thing.
Nope. No. Then he'll know, too. Watch it.
I mean, And at this point, I'm pretty sure he knows most of our weaknesses. And thanks to fucking Shub.
So, Taryn, you had any questions to ask the robot man, or?
No.
Oh, did you say you had to ask you questions thing?
Oh, so you know when you go log into a website and you gotta like find all the motorcycles?
Aska.
I thought it was called ASCII.
Yeah, ASCII.
Oh, ASCII. Okay,
Yeah.
you're talking about a
Captcha.
brand. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA's
No, he's
fine.
CAPTCHA, that's the word. CAPTCHA.
Okay. This was DM who.
He had to click on all the dragons.
No, he had to spell out a word, and obviously he couldn't.
Right.
How we're gonna stop Xeon? Introduce him to fucking CAPTCHA.
Confuse the hell out of him if you can.
Like this if you're not a robot.
Hot single mills in your area. Click if not a robot. Oh god.
It walks
What if he
down,
puts up an
looks over to Shub, or rather, walks over to Shub.
Well. Oh wait, what did he say to me? Sorry.
say anything yet.
Yeah, hold on. Trying to move this here. Perhaps I should intervene a little bit and remove the very chaotic variable. Shub, I need you to make me a
Wait.
Constitution saving throw, as he is about to hit you with a repulsion spell.
Wait, no, we like him.
He's about to
I
fall
do.
He does
He's
it.
about to fall into the void.
Okay. He does measure something.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Alright, so you get to the edge.
Oh no.
Because you saved.
He's going to fall into the death of the universe. Someone stop him.
Wouldn't that just make infinite Shub?
No, it'll probably
And
just
you're
send him
taking-
back to his mom.
And you're only taking half of this as thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh, then he'd be naked and we'd have to get him new gear again.
So you only took 17 points of damage.
What if I choose to fail?
You may certainly do so.
I'm going in the soup.
Okay.
No, I'm
Oh,
not
no.
getting you more gear.
Actually, no, he'll push me to the edge, and then I'll stop, and I'll look at him, and I'll say, "You want me to go in the soup, don't you?"
Oh no, someone stop Shub.
Joke's on you, Mecha Man. I'll go in the soup on my own accord. Can I jump in?
That shit was expensive!
We're dealing with an idiot, Tandon.
Oh, I'm gonna give a rock. His next thing, he just kill things with a rock, and that's all he gets.
You just see for a brief
Depends.
moment some whirling noises, but Zion, without even turning to look at all of you, do hear his voice. And here I thought he was an idiot that would actually try to fight me at this point.
No, he's a different kind of idiot.
Yes, I'll have to recalibrate that particular mindset of his. As he just walks. And as he's walking away, he does add, "Fret not. My intentions was not to simply eliminate him, but also to see if he is as chaotic as I had anticipated. You may choose to follow him if you want, or wait for him here, or in the timeline that you are all in. The choice is yours."
Oh great, it's an astral soup of temporal time. Even
Okay, I'm going after him.
For the love of God. We're wasting
What?
time.
Why not? I'm not waiting. I get bored easily, and I jump.
Okay.
Pocket! Taryn, I'm coming!
If the homie's going, I'm going too.
Fucking Adaria goes after him.
Okay. This is DM asking, but does anyone else follow the 3 that just went in there?
Syndra looks at Mavis. Are we going to do this?
I think we might have to. They're even dumber on their own.
Yes.
Yeah, it is the 3 of us.
Yeah.
So they'll reluctantly follow.
Okay.
Oh, delete.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, where's Mavis' token?
I have stuff on my keyboard, so.
No worries. But, between Mavis and Syndra, what's your passive perceptions again, just to make it,
17.
24.
Okay, so you both passed. And, you both definitely hear this. At least from Zion, as he kind of mumbles it. Well, that went much more easier than planned. So, I get to move you guys on your map.
Soup time.
Soup time.
No soup for you. We get bitch slapped out.
Actually, give me, I'm going to take I will just suggest a 5-minute bio break. Because I kind of need it.
I'm so glad that all of us just hate that. It's like, Shub went in, then Tyrion went in, then Adria is just like, fuck it, we ball. And then the rest of the party just kind of got their hand forced. I love this party. Never change.
You think you can change him? Good luck.
Well, there is one way, but that'll just make him angrier. I could change him to more angry. Just touch his eggs. Then he gets super angry.
Oh, cool. Then you have no arms.
Why did I just picture every time I think of Adaria with missing arms like the fucking Buzz Lightyear thing? Where he just had his arm ripped off? Oh well. Guys, we're doing so well.
Yeah, we went in the
You're so
soup.
good at this shit.
We're playing with temporal deities and making a joke of it like we can't even be bothered. God bless this party.
I was always curious about the soup.
I have an idea of what it is, and I'm not really looking forward to it.
I mean, last time we did something like this, we all went to different spots. Well, we got split up.
Part of me think it's pandemonium, just in a soup form, which means we're just going through literal entropy.
I'm good with entropy.
If we end up in pandemonium, we'll end up meeting Fucker, which is not a good thing.
Tyrion just didn't want Shub to get a cool thing that he didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just wait till Shub becomes a dragon, then that's when everything hits the fan.
There's always a 50-50 chance of jumping into temporal soup that you're going to walk out with something cool.
The other
worst
50%...
thing is, I think we watched Syndra's great-great-grandmother disappear.
No. Are you talking about Liana?
Yeah. No, not Ileana.
The one that got sucked into the door?
No, Marine is at Oberina's great-grandmother. Or aunt. I actually knew that. That's why when Miser said that, I'm like, fuck. That's basically the same reason why Oberina's mom blames Adaria.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you suck.
That wasn't even my fault. It was literally Liliana playing God and telling him, just sacrifice it, and then it'll definitely have no moral repercussions. Which actually makes a lot of sense than how entropy... This actually explains why Oberina got parted the end powers, is because it flung to Ed and then flung to her. that kind of ties up that loose end of how it came into existence, is it's literally because of Ed. Which, shocker, sounds about like 90% of the problems, the other 10 being Syndra. Or Red Fox, rather.
Well, I'm pretty sure in our timeline is... I have an idea who it is.
I'm
It's not
assuming,
actually
though... I'm assuming if Syndra also knows the potion binding spell or alchemy that Adoria had, then I'm assuming that Red Fox is just like an amalgamation of all variants of Syndra and just one over there, Moral, which would make sense outside of you.
Alright, so I need everyone to roll me a D100.
Oh boy, can't wait to be separated through time
And
and space.
I will say this, I'm gonna go with the lowest one.
Alright.
Woo! It ain't me.
Yeah, thank God. I haven't rolled a 1 in the journal.
Oh, it's Tyrannin. Okay.
What did I win?
Trauma.
Ah, not
You
again.
You promised no trauma.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Tyrion, that was never on the docket. Unless you
I
meant
said,
blunt
I,
force
I
trauma,
said,
that
I
was
said, there's no
promised.
drama.
Oh, I always get those two mixed up.
Well, one goes with the other usually.
One could also be blunt force.
Well, someone's honking hard outside. Alright, so it's Tyrannin's.
Alright, good
So
luck,
that
Tyrion.
means that you are... By the way, Tyrannin,
Yeah.
what is the strongest memory that's going on to Tyrannin's head right now as he's going after Shub?
Probably
That's a
when
good question.
probably when Kermit said "protect my boy" because you're protecting his boy.
Yeah. My first thought was when, like, the final time he watched his Kermit walked away before he made the deal and got turned into soup.
Oh, yeah, he certainly did turn to soup. Well, dust. Alright, hold on. I got the right map now. I just need to find it. Make sure this place is clean.
And I guess along with that, since it's Kermit, he's protecting Kermit's boy, he definitely thinks back to the time he died with Syndra and met his own children.
Okay, let's see. Alright, not too far from the moving.
That was a good day.
Yes, you killed one of my final bosses, but that's fine. I always have backups. So you guys find yourselves here.
There.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong layer. Whoops.
Where the fuck are we? Or rather, when the fuck are we?
Hey, we're all together. Better than expected.
You know half of us jumped after you, right? Or all of us did, rather. Oh, never mind. Hello. I didn't realize you were coming along too and actually following along on it, you see.
Well, considering the robot said that everything went smoother than he thought, pretty sure you just fucked up.
We're in the soup.
I blame Tyrion and Chubb for being too bullheaded.
Blame Shub.
I blame Shub.
Alright. Well, now that we're here, how do we get here?
Probably kill whatever here.
God, we kill Shub.
Yeah, let's kill Shub.
Yo, Shub.
Oh yeah.
I think him finding a paradox of himself made him stupider.
This is great.
Somehow.
Well, it seems that we're in the forest.
Thank you. Is there a night sky up, Miser? Or no? Or is it all just black? Or is it daytime?
You look up, and
Yeah.
so there's gonna be some theory of the mind stuff I have to do. But as you look
No
up Adaria, the sky is white. A very familiar type of white.
Oh, we jump stream to the end of existence. That's cool. We're in the literal end of existence.
Well, you did ask who would be here, so now you got your answer. It's us.
But I didn't give her the sword yet.
I think we kind of fucked up really bad now, if we're already at the end of existence.
Yeah, Mavis isn't even a dragon yet.
What the fuck, Mavis?
I'm not gonna be a dragon.
That's quitter talk. I mean, you could always be a giant, considering that sword that your mother carries.
Alright, so since it's Tyrion who rolled the lowest, it's gonna be
That was my dad's sword.
Sorry, no, your dad had a what?
For a little bit, yeah. No, he had the other giant sword.
Oh.
Strange and not Akra, the one that's wielding it now. But, Tyrion, since you rolled the lowest of the D100s,
Yeah.
there is a familiar presence you haven't felt since a very long time. And Mavis, you're the closest thing to it, because it's been sitting right on top of the, thing that looks like a stone.
Yep.
Whoa, Dad! Hi! Why are you here?
Yep.
Just kind of looks a little amused as he's just laying right there on top of the stone. Oh, I didn't expect to see my son again, or any of you here.
Jumped in the soup.
It's always a soup. Did it have stars in it, or was it a swirling mass of chaos?
Swirling mass of purple. Not sure what chaos looks like.
Yeah, it was chaos.
Oh, then yes.
To alliterate, if it was chaos, it would be a whole bunch of other things swirling in that soup. But if it's just purple, I think it's passable. How do you all do? Oh, I think I've seen one of you before. I think, as he kind of points at Adaria's direction, but looks very confused.
Tyrion points to Shub. He can pass anything.
Yeah.
Wait. Are we in the land of the dead at the end of non-existence?
Will we die again?
I would assume so, if we're seeing your dad again, unless we're unhinged from time, which is also another...
Is there a timeline where he's alive?
Do you write that down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not?
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me just get to the book.
That rock
Please
looks
don't.
comfy.
I would laugh if he just pulls out a book from his pocket and just writes in there, yes.
that's kind of what I was picturing.
I
And then
mean-
when she writes in the book, a book appears in front of him, and he just closes it. Nah, I'm not replying this time.
Hold on. We'll
I'm
have
gonna
to
leave
see.
this one left on. I'm gonna leave this
If
one
I
left
get
on red.
ghosted by your dad, left on red.
Hold on. Because of, Alright, so type down the question while I get the, thing ready, and I'll...
Just in chat.
Yeah, just in the chat. So I can just do a quick copy-paste and see who answers you.
Tyrion, come sit on this rock. It's super comfy. Your dad picked a good one.
Okay, so that's who I
Dad, have you had any friends on the rock lately?
Maybe. Is that a concern for you?
I'm not good.
Didn't you say your dad was a womanizer?
Oh, it's sticky.
Yep, there it is.
Actually, I kind of like the sticky.
Oh, mercy.
He sits back into it.
I think I'm going to actually vomit. Why the fuck did we follow him in here?
Because you're idiots.
So,
Yeah, that tracks.
let me see.
I like the term brazen. I look over at my father.
So I need a D100 and a D10.
You can add gold to shit. Shit's still shit, Tiernan.
But it's gold shit.
Okay.
That doesn't make it any better.
I know a lot of people who pay for gold shit.
Yeah, tell them
Especially if
the
you don't-
traders.
Especially if you put a chicken next to it.
I hate talking with you on a physical level.
Oh, it's quite
Good thing we're
amusing,
not
actually.
in a physical
seeing,
level.
Oh,
Oh, wait, and I look at my hands. Am I still see-through?
Yeah,
No, you're
I
actually solid.
think it could. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So 67. That's actually not Ragnus at all. That answers.
Damn it. I was hoping you would have.
No.
I didn't know if we could bypass the laws of the book because we're in front of one of the guardians.
It would have been great if you hit the 41 to no, the 40 to 49 margin, but no.
Can't ever win. Oh yeah, when we
There we
asked about Owl,
Oh.
or AO, the book just exploded.
Yes, because
Oh, great!
what?
Mm. Okay.
I don't know why, but it says my computer's slowing down.
Lorenzo.
Thanks, Dad.
There's a reason why I have you roll the D100. The D10 is how accurate they're going to give you the information.
I think that's
Okay.
probably the most accurate we're gonna get, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll whisper to Tiernan. There is at least one time alive. I'm just giving you information.
He's right there.
We could be not in that timeline. We could be in that timeline.
That's so helpful.
His path perception is high enough of. It's fine to whisper, but just to give you a heads up as to where we are at. Mount Celestia has fallen. This is what's left of it, and points up to the vast white void above. Apparently, whoever was mad enough to bring out the end of all existence is slowly but surely eroding everything and all details.
Hello, I am the lock and the key to the end of all existence. At your service.
Pleasure to meet you, Lock and Key.
Batteria, but thank you.
And I was supposed to open that door, Sticky Rock Daddy.
I fucking can't.
You clip it.
Ryder's just kind of eyes slightly narrow, but then it looks like he's about to give a serious, angry look, but then he just chuckles. And Tyrion, you know already that your father has a much better sense of humor than your mother does, ever will.
I am so glad Mother wasn't here right now.
Oh, That is a tragedy. I think she would have picked a fight with whatever is ending the end of time in existence.
And the rock would have been much stickier, am I right, Theoden?
Can we stop, please?
Maybe. But she was very much a businesswoman.
So it's more of a business transaction kind of thing.
Depends on how you look at it. Dragon, not
No,
a
they
dragon.
like to beat around the
whatever
bush,
you
but
are.
they actually didn't like each other.
Though I am
They
curious.
found him charming.
Does my mom exist in this universe?
Well, this is the end of the universe, so nothing does, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Yes,
Well, currently, this is the end of Mount Celestia.
slowly. Apparently, the end of the universe started from the center of, well, the universe, and is slowly spreading out. All of the more dynamic alignments of lawful good, chaotic evil. It's been taking a while for it, but it is slowly but surely eroding the existence of the abyss. And
As fucked as this is to ask, did you fail as a guardian then?
now he actually looks genuinely soured about that question.
That's...
I see that you know that little bit, as the little Missy is writing in a particular book that I'm not so fond of remembering. He looks at Mavis.
Just going to sidestep Mavis now.
Yes.
Oh, you stay away from me.
Yeah. Everybody's social distance.
I love how the end of existence is just COVID.
Honest. Hi. She closes the book. It just puts it back in her pouch.
No. Please, be my guest. Continue writing the book there, other fellow tiny guardian. Man, we must have fallen off on quality at the moment.
That is the second time I've gotten insulted as a guardian within the past 10 minutes.
Dang.
And this is one of them is from our past guardian.
Yeah, and one of them is from a guardian. I'm having issues right now.
I do not mean it as an insult.
Triggered imposter syndrome.
Oh my god.
Shub whispers to Tyrion's dad, she also has a tiny little dragon in that pouch.
Unfortunately, he said tiny little dragon is not in pouch.
Oh yeah, because we're technically in
Yeah.
our mind. Our
The dragon didn't eat the rock, so no.
Yeah. So we're technically in our mindscape, but not. You wouldn't happen to have a way to kind of get away from the literal end of existence, would you? We're kind of on a time crunch here.
He looked at you all. Yes, I was wondering why anyone would want to come over here, but considering you are not dead, and I am certain my son was revived.
That's a
Twice.
Twice? Well, I can only account for the first one. There was that huge explosion that happened some time ago.
That was the second time.
That
Last
was
time
me.
I see.
Technically, two.
Yes, I probably could provide you a way out. Possibly. I'm not exactly that, magically inclined.
But if we already lost, why are we going back?
This is literally the realm of...
Because I want to win!
Oh.
And it's also,
Also-
getting erased.
Oh! Maybe not in this universe, but you might end up being a grandfather.
You actually see the biggest shading smile on his face.
I'm surprised you didn't ask that question in the book if you would have had grandchildren.
The smile.
He uses the book for the dumbest questions sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, I am not the greatest guardian. I'm realizing all of these insults are a large thread of truth.
He
No,
holds
Mavis,
up.
go stand in the shadows. You can show your cool disappearing powers. And
He holds
You know.
up his.
Shoot your bow at a tree or something.
He holds up a clawed hand upward. First, let's get things answered one at a time before we all divulge into the chaotic miasma of bantering, questioning, which I don't mind listening to, but points up to the sky. We are kind of running a little bit on time, since I suspect if you stay here any longer and your mental astral projection selves are devoured here, your physical bodies, whatever time point you came from, won't exist anymore.
Oh, I've done that once already. This is actually repeating the same process I did before. Awesome.
I don't wanna.
Yes,
I don't
but
either.
who among you can pull whatever is left of you out from that existence, if I'm going to have to ask that rhetorical question? Oh man, my dear daughter's intelligence and nerdiness had rubbed off on me, but at the same time it was always great to have good chats with her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm really not sure why I was one pick for this.
Because if I had to make any guesses, you're stubborn enough to beat the crap out of whoever was there, and your sister would unfortunately accept the said fate.
We both know she'd get distracted and go look for books.
Yes, I was just trying to be nice.
Considering that one dragon has a book for the world, that doesn't shock me in the slightest.
I'm going to pretend I did not hear that, but I
Yeah,
do
you're
have
kind of-
I do have a particular 9th level spell that could help, although there's also a chance I won't be able to use it again.
I mean, if everything's getting erased and non-existent, wouldn't that matter either way?
Why don't you just come with?
That's what I was gonna say.
I cannot. I'm already dead.
Ah, that makes more sense. Wouldn't be the first time we brought back someone from the dead.
The rules are a little bit different
Oh,
for
Sindra,
Guardians.
do your cage thing.
But then he wouldn't be able to use the spell.
No, we'll do it after he opens a...
After he does the spell.
Wouldn't his concentration be broken?
What?
I don't know if he has to hold it open or not.
Huh.
Or like a slash in time. Or raw.
Can I have one of your scales, Sticky Daddy?
Oh
No.
my god.
That's
Okay.
a firm no. There's no negotiations.
That is not something you ask a dragon, chum.
I was gonna give it to you as a necklace. To
I
remember your
don't need my
papa.
father's scales. Half of these are his.
But it's to remember him.
I don't think Tiernan needs to remember
I do
his
a
dad.
pretty good job.
You have such
take some of
entertaining friends, my son.
Well, I'm taking some of this stickiness. And I start grabbing stuff off the rock.
You have a very weird charge here.
I was friends with his father.
Ah, that makes more sense now. But unfortunately, and dealing with time and whatnot, my existence going whatever back into the point you have all gone to will not be a good thing, since I'm still existing in your past.
Yay.
And I don't want to say that particular word because it drives me up the wall in, well, as the saying goes,
That was
it
the
makes
P
me
word
go,
that makes multiple things.
yes, a particular friend, or rather a fellow guardian, was a problem of that particular manner and caused a lot of trouble.
Ah, you're talking about Ed.
I was referring to the latest one before this young lady here. Which,
Oh, the one
Oh.
that exists in my mind but keeps going the fuck away every time I try to picture his face.
yes,
I
that
don't think
one.
it's-
Yes,
I like
that
to
one.
smoke a lot.
But, little guardian, do
What?
not be upset. I did not mean any disrespect. Concerning your
Oh,
predecessor,
that guy.
the bar was set very low.
Yeah, maybe she's doing a hell of a lot better than the last guy.
At least you didn't
Okay.
trip over the bar.
As
He
well
sucked.
as well as that the fact that my old friend Ed became a multi-dimensional destroyer of, well, reality, creation, and just by everything else.
Yeah, he fucking shot me.
Sounds like quitter talk.
Yes, that
Have
is
I
somewhat...
ever quit anything?
No. I could probably think of a small list. I'll get back to you on that.
So, as he looks up to the skies and he looks back at to you guys, we have probably about a good 5 minutes before I actually have to force you out of here. You don't have any other questions or thoughts or whatnot?
You know
How
anything
did-
about... Oh, go ahead. You go first.
Yeah, how did you get me and my sister out of the eggs? Or did you just kind of wait?
A bit of column A of me tampering with the fabrics of fate and weaving a particular
Shit.
wish, but also
I'm just
your
good.
mother's interference with a particular use of a eye.
Oh,
A what?
an eye.
A prismatic looking...
Aha. Fuck.
Yes, you see, I was sworn
Lost
not
that.
to... Yes, I was sworn not to say anything about it, plus my own hand at causing some particular problems, but we were very interested in making sure that at the very least you two were born when many others of your previous siblings never really made it into the hatchery.
Damn, that sucks.
We're special.
Well, you're special in a few ways, Tiernan.
But I do get my tenacity from my parents. But I do have a set of eggs again. So
Yay.
let's fuck with time, I guess. I don't know.
One other question. Do you know anything about the divine Pelopinian dragons?
Oh, that's from another universe, but I suspect that if I know Ed, or rather Edward, he's going to be very thorough about his destruction.
Oh, don't worry. I have 4 of their last remaining gems on my staff, and am essentially the embodiment of them now.
Not quite, child. You have a fraction of their abilities.
I kind of figured, but at least it's a proxy.
Even then, with a proxy and whatnot, they are equivalent to unique dragons that exist outside of the known dragon pantheon. It's kind of also one of the reasons why I never truly worshipped or obeyed the doctrines of Tiamat or Bahamut, since once I learned of the existence of other realities and the different names and different dragon gods out there, my particular boundaries or bindings to the whole chromatic, metallic, and gem dragon belief kind of just went out the window.
Tiamat
Wow,
doesn't
Mom.
like me either.
Mom painted you in a really different light. You should have been a round ball.
Well, I would have been if it not for a particular cult that killed me, but I'm not completely complaining about that. They were going to they were going to sacrifice you and your sister as offerings.
Oh, hello. I'm also the person that was sacrificed by the cult, or at least my brother
Right.
was.
Her fault.
No.
Her family's fault?
Family.
Aha!
Mm.
Still not mine. But I did get caught, so I guess it still was.
And I'm not throwing blame at anyone. Things just happened.
Don't
Living
worry, if it makes-
living the existence of a guardian does mean that you're going to be dealing with a lot of trauma, especially when things from the far realms, as he looks over at Shub very hard.
Is Shub licking the rock?
Yes.
I'm kind of stuck to it like a starfish at this point.
He's gone spread eagle.
I'm like a starfish just looking up at your dad in awe while he talks.
I hate this so much.
What do I have to do with it, Grandpa Ragnus?
If you say Grandpa, you might actually die.
Yeah, he's actually more calm about it. He's not upset by being called a grandpa.
This is not my this is not my mother.
Yes.
Fair.
Personality
If it
is
was my
almost...
mother, we would be having a very different conversation. And
Yes.
several of us will have claw wounds.
More like all of you will probably be forced to not look at her directly because she'll tell you to keep your head down.
So, I've been meaning to also ask. There's something else in the back of my mind. You didn't happen to see a bunch of astral vampires while your time as a guardian, or at least someone else of that?
Yes, and yes.
Good, because I think my parents also killed her, and this is the whole reason why they went after the Cult of Stars. Probably went after you.
Well, considering that the Cult of Stars, or rather the various cults that follow the various beings of the Far Realms, are our natural enemies, yes, we tend to have a lot of squabbles with each other. That being said, also, I'm not quite sure what caused Edward to go completely and utterly batshit insane.
Deck of many things.
I always hate that thing. I don't know why.
Don't we?
I don't know why the All Creator decided to have that damn thing to come into existence or allowed it.
Could
Really
be worse.
shitty
It
mask.
could be beans. Sorry, back to us. It could be worse. It could have been a bag of beans.
I think the beans would be more tolerable. At the very least, the consumer might end up getting themselves killed more likely.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It can summon a weird,
Yes,
I
but
don't know, man.
none of the beans would have turned someone into a complete opposite of what they originally were.
That's very fair. About how much time are we still working with? Is
As you
I can
look,
start
as you
seeing
look,
them.
you're starting to see the sky, or at least the dawn horizon, slowly being eaten away by this white void. About a minute. Which I suppose I should get this started with. As he...
Please?
Hmm?
Cinder just says please.
Tyrion, you know your father loves his dramatics.
He's not going to open to it until like 3 seconds. So we have... Anybody else have any more questions? Because I'm going to...
Please, I do enjoy conversation, even at the very end of existence.
How many half-siblings do I have?
Huh. That is a good question. I was quite the, party member of the, party goer.
Every court?
Uh-oh. Tyrion, I need you to roll me, 4d20.
Um,
70. How the fuck did I roll 2 16s and 2 19s?
you also rolled his exact roll when he rolled a D100.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
I'm just writing this down as a DM, because, this might take a while. Oh, you see, son, I've lived much longer than your mother did. And at times when your mom did make me, I believe the proverbial saying is, sit at the couch, I did go some roaming around as a adventurer and party goer and the like. I am at least certain you have about 50-ish at minimum siblings.
Whoa. Grandpa Ragnus, you rule.
I mean,
Stop this.
I am slightly a bit embarrassed to say that I do have quite the high body count.
No, you're not.
Like in your closet?
Yes.
Can I hug you?
I think you're already sticky enough. I don't think a hug will make it better.
And I think it's time to go. As he snaps his clawed fingers and he casts the wish spell, which I need to roll D100 to see if he loses it.
Tyrion, come peel me off your dad's rock.
You don't have to worry about it, as
I hate that.
Alright, well, he didn't lose it.
Oh, thank God.
But you are all sent all of a sudden a torrent of, well, you do see as the white void. As the white void is beginning to come more closer and more noticeable over the horizon, you do see, or rather Adaria and Tyrion, you do see a very familiar, very ominous figure.
Oh! Say hi to the end for me, Ragnus.
He sucks!
I'm not looking forward to it, but I suppose I'll do my last role as Guardian in this particular timeline.
Are you at
Kick
least
his
gonna go
ass,
down...
Dad!
I was gonna say, are you at least gonna go down fighting?
I'm a dragon. What did you expect me to be doing?
Fucking.
He pauses to actually consider this.
It's a skeleton, it's gonna be hard.
But, I'll just put this token here at the very top. Well, that's right, I shrunk it down just so I keep my own sanity of how, ginormous the damn thing is. But, just expand the size just a little bit.
I miss the Titan of the end. Not enough to fucking go to non-existence again. I'm glad to see it still fucking roaming around.
Yes, and part of
You got this, Grandpa Ragnus.
Just should see it.
I don't think he does.
Yes, so, as I said, he does cast a wish spell. And then, Tyrion, you just hear this only to you yourself, but your dad, Ragnus, goes, "Right, I suppose I can have one last workout before I am forced into non-existence here, but good luck, and do try to live long enough to raise your kids to full adulthood, or I didn't quite be able to get that."
You did good enough, I'm here.
Yes,
Don't kick his
I'm always proud of you, son. And you're all, well, back to where you all were left at. Goddamn fire trucks and everything else. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that when I move back. But,
Well, that was a fun adventure through the annals of time.
Arizel just says, you were just standing there for only a minute. Less than that.
Oh, that felt like 2 hours. I think 3 at most.
God, I hate New York so much. At least where I live at.
Well-
I'm crying.
Neither have ever said that before.
Said what?
That they love you?
No, they're proud of me.
That's actually kind of depressing if we unpack that.
Yep, not the time, not the place.
Alright.
Above table, Meisler said he was going to give him trauma, but he gave him closure. That's beautiful.
It's a bit of column A and column B. You can get trauma with closure.
It's one or the other.
That's all. Well, that's all happening. I'm just gonna... I think the plants are done growing, so we can kind of make our way to go fight the robot man now. So who wants to go on an adventure to go save Zonball and kick some ass? To get over our trauma and feelings.
I mean, we don't have a choice, so let's go.
Well, we do, but I'm waiting to see if Tannen wants to actually make an answer or not.
Huh?
We're going to go kick ass so we can forget about our feelings.
What's going
Stab a
on?
robot. Got it.
Alright, now hopefully this works. Was there...
Wait,
Since I...
just give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna look at Shroud, and I'm gonna gesture towards the
One
eggs.
second.
May I?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, no, just a moment, because four fire trucks went screaming by, followed by a squadron of police cars. So I'm just like, oh great, what the hell happened? They're gonna bring in enforce people outside. That's why I was waiting, because for me the sirens are extremely loud. But repeat that one more time for me, Tyrion.
Oh, Shroud, look, I'm sorry. Tyrion looks at Shroud, gestures towards the eggs. May I?
Gives a slight nod, and Shroud will slowly back away.
Tyrion will dive into the water and swim down there. You see him dig deep into his pack and pull out a red. It looks like you can't even tell what it is anymore, but it used to be a cape, and he just kind of tucks it around both the eggs. He'll put his hand on each of them, and then he will swim out. And I will remove Retta's cloak from my inventory.
There's a nod of approval from Shroud, or at least the living version of Shroud. As the undead version looks to you all. He's a lot smaller now, but around him is the various bones of, well, Tyrion and Syndra. You can easily tell and identify that they are dragons of the blue, black, and at least you're pretty certain of its sapphire variety. But Tyrion, some of them do have a striking semblance to what your dragon form used to be without the fins.
I guess, what's the biggest, tree landmark in the Emerald Cross since I've been there so many goddamn times?
There were a bunch of really large trees within the Druids' conclave.
Do we want to go to the Druid conclave outside the gate, or
They're both inside, actually.
Well, no. I'm asking, the party, since there are a lot of trees as well outside of the Emerald Crossing itself. I could also get us close outside so we can get closer to the action. But I don't know if the city's under siege. That's what I'm kind of asking. Do we want to be inside the city, outside, and kind of go work our way in? What's the game plan here? I have options, considering it's a literal jungle, but...
I think starting inside the city.
Alright, guess we're going to go say hi to the Druids.
Before you leave, as the more larger and living Shroud speaks. Let me just get this. He pulls out, or rather places his large clawed hand onto his chest and seems to pull out or extract a very bright sapphire-colored energy orb.
Ew.
A small piece of energy from this fountain, since from the looks of it, you've already went through a lot, and I still have to show my gratitude for your aid. As much as I would have preferred it not, but... He looks over to the eggs. They require priority and safety above all else.
And at least Tandon didn't have to eat you.
That was kind of the plan, really. I didn't know.
You are still welcome to try, but I am going to fight you to the very end. You do know
No,
this.
you're protecting them. Absolutely not.
Good. Accept this and we're even. As he gestures the orb towards you. I suspect you'll be needing it more than me now.
I will gladly accept.
So all of you are shined with a very bright... And when I say bright, it almost blinds you all.
Glasses.
Blue light. Yep. The glasses protects you.
These glasses are... Oh, shit.
And I will say this, right now, you all gain the benefit of a long rest. And I believe Mavis is currently level 14, so everyone else, please raise your level to the 14th level.
Oh, shit.
Maybe do that this whole time?
Motherfucker.
So she was technically 13 this whole time. She just
This
said
whole
no.
fucking time.
Good job,
I
good job,
knew
Steve.
it. I knew it, too. I was like, I'm missing something.
Yes, you were the 14th level, so if you're not, you're now level 14. Congratulations, everyone, you're level 14.
Congratulations, Mavis. You made it to 14 again.
It's not like we
Really cool,
needed
14.
it.
Because,
God damn it.
Oh, 14 is an ASI for me.
What do I don't get anything really
Uh-oh.
good.
why does it say everything is slowing down?
Oh, well.
Where's my roll? What's going on with roll?
I
I know I clicked it.
don't get anything for 14, do I?
Ooh.
I need to
All right, let's-
close a few pages because I am having a hard time moving
Well,
through
Okay,
anything.
my rolls aren't popping up unless they are.
No.
Can someone give me some dramatic music while I'm
There it is.
moving the...
Oh, good. They weren't
thing.
that different, anyways.
Dramatic music.
Yes, because
Get the devil joke, because I feel like we're gonna need that shit. Miser, just above table.
yes.
Can we assume that, wrong dramatic music. Can we assume that, that I used plant growth and then I got the energy given back to me so I could get my 6th level spell slot back, or no? It's up to you. I don't really
I'll
decide
just
one way or the
say that Shroud assisted you with that,
other. Okay, cool.
because you're going to need all the help. God damn, why can I not move anything?
Oh. Finally.
One second, guys, because for some reason, nope, that's not it. Why is this thing
We've
going?
ended up in Egypt! What the fuck is this plant?
No, it's just my stupid map thing is not working the way I wanted it to. It's just lagging. Oh shit, now it's going fast.
It broke and then it fixed itself when you said something.
Of course, I'm going to be cursing it out. I have to curse it out. There we go. Wait. Emerald Star remade.
Cool.
As, I will say this right now. You guys come out here, and you are surrounded by flames and fire. As, right now, currently, the Emerald Star is in the midst of a, well, siege and war.
Shit, Sceptile even came out.
Septile? What?
I'm joking, because that looks like Pokemon.
Who did? This is the question.
That
Oh.
one.
And, you do hear a very familiar voice, but you don't know where the hell he is. Man, my thing is going on lag mode, which is very irritating. I don't know why he wants to do that.
Yeah, so is mine.
Do I get to roll my con save for the mommy milk?
Not at this moment, because this was just a little event of,
Okay,
you guys getting
okay.
your heal and recovering. But you do hear the familiar voice of this individual that you recognize.
Huh.
Or at least some of you may recognize if you bother to remember him.
You're fucking dead!
He never died. He ran away.
Oh, I thought that was the one that I fought.
No,
That's his dad.
not even. This was Amarex's brother. Cimarex never had any relations. He joined the family. But you do hear your old familiar foe, or rather the guy who ran away, Farmerax, the trader of the Venom Hand. And I'll just oh wow, the load speed of my Roll20 is becoming agitating.
I think it's all of us.
Yeah, I might have put too much stuff.
Yeah. I don't. It's not too bad, but it's definitely occasionally like hiccuping.
I can't click on any. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry. We're kind of ending the session here. You hear Farmerax shouting, "Burn this place to the ground!" Now that Zarambal and the rest of his attack force are in the midst of dealing with our ally. Get rid of their support lines.
Fucking die!
Hey, Selena, go help Snow. I'm going to kill him.
Please tell me you just noticed us fucking walk out of a tree.
No, I just mentioned that he's just speaking out loud. You're just hearing his voice all around, but you don't know his exact
Oh, so
location.
it's like thaumaturgy, basically.
Yes. Thaumaturgy on steroids. But,
Divide and conquer.
But yes, so I will just say this, as you guys return, you do see that the very place that you've been building up since your start of the adventure is now under siege. You see various types of enemies, some that you have recalled seeing from the past.
Fuck me.
Various types of armors and the like are maneuvering about and attacking the various citizens. There are guards and the like fighting in the area. And why is my blasted thing? It is frozen. Holy shit. Give me a second, guys. You see in the skies insectoid armored beings.
Much as I'd like to divide and conquer Tianan,
A very familiar nightmare field creature that some of you recall seeing from your particular nightmare.
it looks like he needs hugs. By that I mean a fucking stab.
And some new variant types of armors that are also in the skies and on the ground. You can just move. Map, please stop doing this to me.
Giving up at the final stretch.
It is, it is.
Oh shit, it's the Green Goblin. I don't remember.
That's the Green Gerblin.
Fuck that thing. I hate that thing with a burning passion.
Well, you do notice from a distance, well, not really of a distance, but a breathing of fire. And very noticeable at the very south of the town.
Hey look, it's Redbud again.
Oh, why did this thing freeze? My goodness, I'm trying to highlight the other token and the thing just froze. I know it's a big map, you goddamn blasted Roll20.
I don't even think it's the map, I think it's just all the added extra stuff that's like chunking in.
You also see the Festio is currently engaged in battle with the Red Knight.
Alright. So, Tannen, how would you want to divide and conquer, or are we just going after the big bad man?
We need to pick who we save at this point.
like the most? Well, we need the forge for more weaponry, so that's probably on go-to. No, could at least hold the gate for the time being.
I'm sending these two, and he points at Binge and Helena, to the gate.
Alright, then I guess we can start from the forgery and work our way from the bottom path. Pray that Galmac knows what the fuck he's doing, because I'm pretty sure beasts are causing more of a terror than he is.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
But I'm going to
He's
leave.
strong enough, right?
I'm going to leave. I'm going to end session here because next session, you guys, now fully equipped to being level 14, are in charge of protecting the very town that you help establish, build, improve, made a united alliance of tribes here. The main powerhouses of the Emerald Star are not here because they went to attack the Black Tower that was advancing upon them. But the town is not entirely defenseless. For one, it has its defenders, but also the biggest patrons of the town has now returned. Decisions will have consequences, so choose carefully who you want to save and who will hold up. So, I am your DM for this evening, Miser Mark. You can find my content on both YouTube and Twitch, as well as, well, every other Sunday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, into the Wildlands. And I'm going to hand over to my co-DM for tomorrow, Jeebus and Dingus.
Yes, you can also find all of our content on Jeebus Dingus at Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Jeebus the Dingus. We are currently trying to do a quick run of Dragon's Dogma 1, Dark Arisen. I can nearly guarantee we will not finish the game before Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out, because as soon as that comes out, we're going to start that game, finish that one, then we might go back and finish Dark Arisen. We'll just see how that works. Especially with the timeline of the Dark Souls DLC coming out. So we got a lot to do on my Twitch channel. I stream quite a bit. I do have a schedule, and I do try to stick to that schedule, but sometimes I stream more than the schedule, so keep an eye out for anything on my Discord. It pings everybody every time I go live, so please come by and check us out. We do a lot of D&D stuff, a lot of RPGs, a lot of fun stuff. I will send it over to Mr. Moogle.
Hi, Goth Moogle. I play Syndra in this campaign, and tomorrow I get to play my cat, Felicity. Anyway, we on the alternating Mondays we have It's a Gamble, which is a heist-based campaign with these fools here that are driving me up a wall. Not really, they're doing great. Anyway, that's all I got. So, Mariner?
Hello, I am Translucent Mariner. I also play another bumbling idiot in a different campaign. Actually, most of them, to be honest. But, yeah, starting in about, I think 2 weeks now. We'll start up one in, actually 4 weeks, but one in the chamber will start up again, and it'll be the very illustrious episode 69. So that's a great episode to come back to. But we'll see what happens as the party goes vampire hunting. And loads shotgun with vicious intent. And I'll throw it to Salad.
Hi, I'm Violated Salad. I play Shub here and Grim, and It's a Gamble. You can find all my content down below, where I'm trying to beat the world record for most moths ingested in a 30-day period. And I'll give it back to Miser to close us out.
Does anyone else have any plugins?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. I'm frustrated, is what I am.
Because you got involved as a guardian.
And I didn't level up when I was supposed to level up. And I'm just frustrated. And it's fine. It's nobody's fault but mine. So.
No worries, because I remember.
I don't know. I can't even think about plug-in things.
Yeah, so those are wondering, she did pick up the star card when she and Arizel played the deck of Fates with Red Fox. So that's why she had her level up. But I did say that since she's going to level up, she will not level up again when the rest of the party does. Also, in case you guys did not get the memo, you all do have a point of inspiration. So keep that in mind for this next coming up session of Into the Wildlands. And thank you, everyone. You all have a good night. St. Patrick's Day. My own birthday showed up just around the corner. Holy cow, a lot of things going on. So, have a good night, everyone.
Bye.